Yeah. Thanks for being here. Okay, so thank you for being here, and we welcome anyone that listens into this later on. And we absolutely acknowledge that your soul will be present in the moment that we are in. And so you are more connected to this meditation than you think. And the people that are here are obviously very connected. They are here in their earthly vehicle at this time. And so I invite them to be present. So choose to be as present as you can be for the duration of this meditation so that you get the most out of the moment for you. And that concept of being present will work in any moment. In any moment, you will get the most out of it for you if you are able to be fully where you are, fully when you are, with as much capacity to see as broadly in that moment as you can have. So take some cleansing, relaxing breaths. Know that we do encourage you to monitor your breathing and to modify your breathing in the first part of the meditation so that it slows down a little. It goes a little deeper into the abdomen, and that your out breath is extended if you are attempting to relax, become calm, and become still. Essentially, if you are intending to have more control over your earthly vehicle so that it is able to be a better conduit for the expression of your soul, for the expression of the higher you. So always note that if your mind wanders, bring it back to this moment by using your breath, by focusing on your breath, by noticing the sounds and sensations and feelings of this moment. And so anchoring your awareness in this moment. Be gentle on yourself if your mind wanders. We are building a relationship with our earthly vehicle in a new way by accepting that we are a point of awareness. We are a fragment of a much larger soul. sitting within this vehicle for the duration of this incarnation. And we build a relationship for our earthly vehicle is essential to our spiritual evolution, to our evolution as a personality, as a soul. We evolve substantially, almost entirely, while we are in incarnation. The periods between incarnation are excellent reflections and moments of understanding. Only it is beholden upon us to express and become the master of this vehicle. Express the higher qualities of soul. And this constitutes evolution. So relax, allow your earthly vehicle some time to recreate, to recreate, to renew. To heal. To Father, Mother, God, creator of all things. We, all of us here, ask for blessings upon this meditation group and upon our individual meditative moment that we are having, that we have chosen. And we are choosing to meditate as part of honoring the task that you have given us to evolve ourselves on the earth plane. We are honoring the care of our earthly vehicle. We are honoring the opportunities we are given, the ones that we take. So we are honoring the fact that we are an aspect of you. And we ask for help in contemplating the fact of Jesus being a pattern for how we all may be, and how we all may evolve, and we may all become a greater expression of divinity. We ask for your help, and we acknowledge and welcome those beings of the light that choose to attend, choose to be here with us. We understand that they are encouraging us, they are contributing to our journey in whatever way our free will and intention and condition and karmic position dictate. We acknowledge the hierarchy can only help when given the free will invocation of an incarnated person or persons. So I encourage everyone to choose to ask for their help and be ready to receive it. It may feel like nothing at all. In some instances, it may be that. It may feel like something. If we don't sense anything, it doesn't mean it's not happening. So have faith. So we contemplate the idea that Jesus lived a life so as to become a known pattern for every human with regard to how to evolve, how to become a more divine expression of a human. So these words are taken from the Aquarian Gospel. And Jesus said, all men are sons of God by birth. God is the father of the race, but all are not the sons of God by faith. He or she who attains the victory over self is son of God by faith, and he or she who speaks to you has overcome, and he is called the Son of God because he is the pattern for the sons of men. So this is an acknowledgement that divinity is what we are by birth, only divinity by expression is something that we attain. We all, for the longest time of our incarnational existence, carry the same opportunity, the same hope in the heart of God and the hierarchy that we will become a full divine expression on earth. And Jesus, because of prior attainment, perhaps other factors, was designated as the one to demonstrate the qualities and the mechanism by which we can attain the condition of being the Son of God by faith. This is not gender specific. The term is intended to include everyone. So we could read, all men are sons of God by birth, all women are daughters of God by birth. At the specific time Jesus was talking about himself. To fully understand there is no gender bias in God. She who attains the victory over self is daughter of God by faith. It's important to feel this fully. Contemplate that. What Jesus did to attain this was to remove all ambiguity from within himself. His physical nature, his emotional nature, his mental nature, all ambiguity about what he was. So a soul being attempting to express the soul qualities on earth as an incarnated being. The alignment, the perfect harmonizing of all that was in the physical, of all that was in the emotional body, all that was in the mental body, the perfect harmonizing. So the removal of duality within each of those levels of his being. Was essential to Jesus being able to then subsequently express his soul through that vehicle. So that there was no resistance within the earthly vehicle to the expression of the soul. And so the soul qualities being unconditional love, non-judgment, non-attachment, and no fear. Those qualities are unable to be expressed while there remains conflict within any level of the three aspects of our earthly vehicle, or while there is conflict between the levels of our earthly vehicle. While there remains something that is substantially a barrier to unconditional love, non-judgment, non-attachment, and having no fear. While something of substance remains within there, either or any of those vehicles, or there is a conflict between the vehicles, then it is not possible to attain the transfiguration, which is the moment which Jesus is functioning substantially as a soul expression. The soul is directing and guiding. The soul is the executive chooser of what he was doing after that moment. The transfiguration is the primary point of attainment that lies ahead of just about every human. This is why we focus on this. Jesus demonstrated the 5 initiations: the birth, the baptism, the transfiguration, the crucifixion, and the resurrection. Even though humanity, Christianity, largely has focused on the crucifixion as the most important contribution of Jesus' life. It can be substantially argued that this is not the case. Crucifixion is not possible until after the transfiguration, and this still lies ahead of almost every human on the planet. The pattern that Jesus gave us was the qualities that help us to attain. So love thy neighbour, treat others and yourself as you would treat yourself. Non-judgment, unconditionally loving, non-attached. These are the qualities. This is our challenge. And it is way more than just being a hope and just paying lip service. The spiritual practices which may help us to embody these qualities are not enough in themselves. It is the embodiment, it is the living expression of these soul qualities, these desires of God in our expression that we are trying to attain. Contemplate that we were given the example 2,000 years ago. Contemplate that there is still much to do, and that is okay. Every step or effort towards this is of value to you and to all. Contemplate the word faith that comes into that description. A son or a daughter of God by faith. Ultimately, this is a requirement to have faith in a God that is in itself non-judgmental, non-attached, unconditionally loving, and carrying no fear. Contemplate that Jesus was able to be absolutely who he was. Jesus wasn't always acting in a way that looked like some kind of soft emotional love and light. Jesus seemed to be quite honest about the moments when individuals or groups were not acting in a way that he was attempting to model, attempting to pattern. Although love stands solidly behind everything that was modelled. In every moment, Jesus spoke the truth that he held to be true. Although Jesus didn't always speak all that he knew, all that could have been said. Contemplate that there is a simplicity in the model that is most difficult and time consuming to fully achieve and attain. Contemplate that if anything looks like a quick fix, it is not what Jesus was patterning. Jesus was there because of the hundreds and hundreds of lifetimes that Jesus had battled and struggled just like us. And even in this most profound moment at the end of his human journey, before he entered the soul kingdom, which lies ahead of all of us, it was a most difficult task. If it feels difficult, do not be discouraged. If it feels difficult, it is likely that it is real, and that it is the pattern that was given to us. It doesn't mean that all things are difficult. And we are given ways of seeing the beauty that lies within the struggle and the challenge. Once we find that, it becomes far more meaningful, and we can find a lightness within the struggle. So as we finish the meditation, have care and consideration for your fellow humans. This was substantially the message of the one that came to pattern the ways of finding our divine nature. Love all of humanity without harming yourself. Know yourself and express yourself. Thank those beings of the light that help our meditations, support us on our journey, and understand the challenges we face between who we are now and fully expressing the pattern that we've been given. Understand that they are always there, and we thank them for this. To Father, Mother, God, creator of all things, we thank you for the light that is the example of what we can be, the information encapsulated in this that can lead us forward. Help us to be that which we have come here to be. We honour the divine in all. Thank you.